Hey guys, I want to welcome you back to the Sensu Pop channel for another video. I know. A couple of days ago, I made a video, and in the video, I just said, oh, this is my last video. I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna take a rest and yada 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 yada. But bam, a few days later, I am back with another video. It is because Bandai just released its Banned Unlimited list today, and I thought that why not we take a look at it together. Since I'm gonna take a look at it together, since it's Christmas and I have nothing to do at home, I'm taking a rest anyways, why not we do it together? So don't expect a lot of like a crazy filtering. We are just gonna take a look at the website and I'm just gonna say what I feel about this. Alright, so let's go. Let's talk about the ban list. Announcement: UW03 changes to the ban limited Errata cut list. For those who are new, why do we have ban unlimited list? And usually they are here to help out with before the next set is launched, because Bandai knows what card are coming, how is the play style gonna be, so they usually makes a pre-banned and pre-limited list to address a potential issue before we go on to the next set, so that we don't have like an emergency ban and stuff like that, to limit it. All right, so before every single set that comes in, there's usually a ban, limited, and errata list. This is it. This is the one before the next set launch in January. I believe that is the January the 22nd. All right, so greetings DBS CG fans. With the release of UW03, we are adding one card of each to the ban limited errata list. Okay, respectively. In addition, we also made the decision to introduce a new best of one ban list and are adding one card to it. Interesting point over here. So we have a new category here, which is a new best of one ban list. So this is a card that will be banned if we are playing best of one, and I'm pretty sure we already know what is the candidate. And the reason why there is a new category here, it's because of the pandemic. A lot of things are moving online, like webcam and stuff like that. And the best way to play webcam, it's really not best of three. The focus, the amount of focus and concentration that you need to stay like that, it's to stay in the game, it's hard. So usually they try to keep it short, best of one. Then that kind of creates a kind of problems in that competitive level. So this is a new section that Bandai is adding. It is going to be best of one ban list. Alright, so the best of one ban list is a new ban list that only applies to games played in single round best of one matches. While they primarily balance cards with the whole best of three structure in mind, single round matches have grown increasingly prominent online. That is correct. I like this new idea because there are some cards which are okay in best of three, but in best of one, not exactly fine. It's actually very troublesome. So the best of one ban list was introduced to ensure this format remains fun and competitive, and we will continue to announce changes in addition to the alongside banned limited errata list going forward. So the ban cards, let's go ahead. The first one, No Escape Son Goku. This one, I believe, it kind of takes everybody by surprise, because no one is playing this card anyways. Reasoning: they designed this card to address concern over legendary flute and other cards that allow players to skip energy costs and reuse their battle cards. Well, those cards no longer pose any threats, but currently places a burden on future design space. As such, they made a decision to ban it. I said it, and I said it over and over again. This is something that Bandai really needs to address. Don't create cards to solve a card's problem. Directly deal with the cards. If legendary flute is gonna be a problem, don't create No Escape Son Goku to deal with legendary flute. Just deal with legendary flute, because we've seen it again and again just from the span of this card game that eventually the problematic card will get errata or get banned, and then the cards that are designed for those cards, they are not used anymore. For example, like Tao Pai Pai, what is he designed for? He's designed for hand destruction. So deal with the cards that really just destroy hands, instead of saying, oh, we create a Tao Pai Pai so that we deal with Cell. No, you don't deal with Tao Pai Pai and Cell and this type of things. Don't do it. Just deal with Cell directly. Alright? And limited cards. The first one, reasoning, they limit this for a following reason. So it's gonna be Trunks, elite descendants, and this card is limited. What does limited means? It means that you can only use one per deck. And the reasoning for the following reason: combine this card with Vegeta Reluctant Reinforcement in Vegex decks, allow their players to feel the drop area way too fast while going offensive way too easy. Yes, no shit. Vegex swings so hard so many times for so little energy. This guy is just takes 3 overround plus 1 energy. You're gonna swing 15, tap 1, you tap 1, swing 15, and then after that you have a 20k swing after, and then you fill up another 5 on the drop area, and then you tap 1, and then you have another 19k swing. That is just too much for 2 energy in one single turn that you can do in like I think like 2 energies. And then Vegeta is gonna stay on the board though. That's even crazier. All right, and the speed at this reluctant reinforcement feels the player's drop area greatly limits future design space. Correct. So try not to do, moving forward, try not to do like multiple swings per turn when you can cheat out multiple cards just for free. Thing is, it seems that Bandai really it's already fixing this, because a lot of cards, if you see in the design space, has, if your opponent has 3 or more energy, if your opponent has 2 or more energy, if your opponent has 4 or more energy. So there is a limitation that is being built in future cards design that allows only a certain ability to trigger when your opponent reaches a certain amount of energy, and that's good. I like it, and this is a good card to be limited. All right, so Errata cards, Dark Broly, Overwhelming Evil. Okay, what is being Errata? This is not exactly a problem, right? I mean, we don't really have a problem. Okay, so reasoning. We have chosen to errata the cards to bring in line with future card design. Okay. Auto attacks: when this card is removed by a skill, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hands and discard it. Yes, correct. Errata once per turn: when a marker is removed from this card by a non-keyword skill, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hands and discard it. Guys, if you guys know what is a non-keyword skill that actually remove a card, so most probably it is going to be like critical double strike or something, that, you know, when it swing against him and then you hit him and it was like a double strike, and because it is still kind of like a skill, your opponent have to discard 1. So they are trying to avoid that. If you are legitimately swinging at this guy trying to take him down, that is okay. It's only if you're using a auto skill or some activate main and stuff like that, then maybe that is the problem. So I'm guessing they are going towards that direction to avoid things like, okay, you hit Broly and then your card so happen to have critical and you have to discard 1. I believe that is the reason. Guys, if you're listening to this and if I'm wrong, tell me, comment on the comment section to correct me on this one. All right. Okay, so now the best of 1 ban card. So reasoning: this card creates a one-sided game that requires players to build their deck specifically to counter it, inhibiting fun and competitiveness in best of 1 format. My answer to all of you who is playing Reboot Gohan, and my answer to Bandai is no shit. When people designed this card, they did not see that, right? Anyways, that doesn't really matter, but there are some people who said that this did not need to be banned. What they need to do is do an errata on this card, on the back, just to take away that Son Goku, because it was that green Son Goku that gives this deck a problem. The reason is because of the triple strike critical. That was the problem. If you're going to take out a critical, your opponent still has that +3 cards in their hands, so that they stack up their hand size. They have a big hand size against their opponent. However, you saw Sebastian. He was in my he was featured in one of my deck profiles before, and he says that one of the erratas that you can do with this card is that instead of letting them take 1 or 2 lives, just allows them to take up to 1 life, which kind of slows down the tempo of the deck. Let the opponent builds up their energy so that they can counter it. I believe Sebastian is a very good Reboot Gohan player, and no shitting on him, because he took this guy and he went on best of 3 and he came in second. Best of 3, not best of 1. So he gives his opponent chance to even prepare, and I believe that it is the way that he plays it. He plays it wide, not just depending on Gohan, and that is why it takes your opponent off guard when it comes to that. So this is a very powerful card. It definitely needs to be dealt with, best of 3, best of 1. How they do it with it is in best of 1, you cannot play this card anymore. I would argue that there are some other decks that you should not play in best of 1. However, this is a good start, and this is a good way to move forward. And if we're gonna create a category like that, I agree. Let's do that. All right. And so the implementation date, and it's going to be January the 15th. And for France and Italy, it is going to be on the release date itself, including pre-releases. So we plan to announce the next ban before the release of Unison Series Set 4. So this is a change. Instead of having 3, we were used to always having 3 sets per block, right? And when we mention block in Dragon Ball Super card game, we are not saying like rotational block. It's more of a mechanics block. And this is the mechanics of the Unison card. So we are seeing a break from the traditional 3 sets per block. I'm doing this inverted commas here. We are seeing coming of the 4th set. So our continued goal remains to make the game that Dragon Ball fans and card game fans alike can enjoy. Thank you and always for your support. Yada yada. The card game team. Now the question is, do you agree with the ban list? What do you think that it should be on the ban list? I believe that everybody would. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that there is one card that is not inside, and that is the Cell Xeno SCR. Honestly, I have it. I am happy that it is not hit because the price. This card, it's gonna go up. This card is just so for the next whole competitive scene, this card, it's gonna be this SCL Cell, it's gonna be totally legal. So many people will be playing it, and people will be buying it, because I believe that people stop buying it. It's because this is we're just waiting for the new set to come, right? And the new ban list to come, and everybody predicts this is on everybody's radar. And whichever discussion I go to, everybody says that Cell Xeno will should be hit. However, it is not hit. It's not even errata. It is. We are still gonna be playing it. So I've win games on turn 3 before. Just easy with that card. So this card is it's gonna be really powerful moving forward. So my question to all of you is, do you agree with the ban list? Do you have any issues with the ban list? Is this ban list too short? Is this ban list too long? What are some? Is it too harsh, or is it a little bit too lenient? I would love to hear your comment. Give me your comments down in the comment section. I will be a little bit late when there will be definitely delays in replying because I'm taking a break, but I would love to hear your comment and read about this. All right, but in my opinion, this ban list seems to be around just right. I believe that Bandai knows what they're doing, and what I like here is that they are fixing the things that they have missed. Moving forward, you can already see that the same mechanics has been applied into the newer cards that are designed. Like if this is 3 or 4 energy, when this has 4, the expansion pack itself, a lot of like if your card has 4 more energy, take a look at the Ultimate Toa deck. A lot of abilities has a energy requirements, either your opponent's energy or your energy. More than just you can tap it, you have to check if your opponent has a certain amount of energy. Alright, so this is Melvin signing off. I wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and hear from you guys. See you guys in the next video, alright? Or next year. Ciao, bye.